Hello, hello, hello! It's Little Puff Puff here! And today we're going to be making a face rig for Bread Cat. And if I randomly say the word cheese, it's because my cat named Cheese is up here and he's just causing a chaotic mess. And if you hear random kissy noises, that's because cheese. So before we get started, I want to add an extra control because last time we made this. And this happens to move everything. It controls the squashy squash. But we also, we forgot to make it so we can move the cat. So if I just correct, I'm going to do this. Shifty. I'm going to rename it Master. Because this is our master control. I'm just going to go into edit and scale it up a little bit. And I'm going to grab everything. All the controls. And then I'm going to click the new one and parent them all. This way we can move absolutely everything without any distortion. This is good because if you do a walk cycle in place, you can then just slide it. Okay. First, what we're going to want to do is, because this is a stylized cat and he doesn't really have a mouth, we're going to use a very special technique. But this technique is probably going to require us to color this cat so we can see it better. So let's go to shading. Let's call this Tux. And let's add an image texture. And call this Bread, I guess. It's a bread-shaped cat. Okay. We're going to be doing a very weird UV method. Because it's not really meant for detail, it's meant more for just solid colors. So what I take is I'm just going to scale down and put them in the corners. And these corners are going to be where our colors are. So mouth is there. Eyes are going to go into this other corner. I'm going to actually mark seam and unwrap the ears because I want them to be the same color as the mouth. So we move them to the mouth corner. And then we get the body and we move the body, just the body. Oh, it might be a little glitchy and that's probably because it's not unwrapped. So now if we go in the texture paint, we should be able to fill in our colors. Our cat has no colors. Okay, assign the colors. Okay. Where is it? Okay. So, I want... What are you doing? Okay. This corner to be white. That's going to stay black. And I think I want the eyes to be a yellow. So if I just keep coloring this corner, I should eventually... Yeah, there we go. And one more color. So you can see this is going to be for the mouth. Okay. Great. I'm going to turn color on so I can see. I think I'm going to turn these lines off. Circle. So yeah, add a circle. E, pull in. I'm going to turn this back on now because it looks weird. Grid fill. I'm just going to set the offset. It doesn't really matter too much how the offset is. Just nice. Select it. RX 90. Of course, that's dependent on which way your cat is facing. Scale it down. And we're going to hide it in the stash. Yep, that looks good. Hide it in the stash. Go to UV editing, UV unwrap. It should already be selected. And just move it over. Da 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 da! Meow, meow. Okay. Now you that we have our baby prepped for facial rigging, it's time to make the shape keys. Go down to here, and under vertex group, you will have shape keys. If you hit plus, you will get the basis shape key. This is basically the default position of your BreadCat. Let me just quickly subdivision up, make it a little smooth. There we go. So our first shape key is going to be probably the most important. I'm going to call it Mao. And I'm sure you know what it is. So if we just need to drag down the mouse. Make sure you're in Mao, because otherwise you're editing the default, and that means the shape key won't do anything. So here we are again. Let's test it. We take the value from 0 to 1. Yay! Okay, let's make one more. Now you can make as many shape keys as you want with as many things. Like you can make them look left, right, up, down, all of that. But we're just going to stick for 2 for now. I'm going to select his eyes. I'm going to make him a little squished. And I'm just going to pull them into the head a little bit so it doesn't look as weird. And now we have a blink. He blinking. He blinking. Okay. So with the shape keys done, now it is time to make the rig. The face rig. I'm going to go ahead and make another collection, call it Face Rig. And I'm going to add a plane. I'm going to basically, so I can just right click and do subdivide. I want to select the middle vertice. Oh no, my cat's back. Cheese. Cheese, don't do it. I'm in the middle of something. Cheese, no! Okay. So, RX90. Okay. I'm gonna do, this. I'm gonna do, snap so I can keep it where I want it. Here we go. That is all these. I can then snap this up, snap this down, snap it to the middle. Right now I'm making the frame for the controls. Okay. I'm gonna duplicate it, and basically I'm going to make a small box. That'll be our control. Okay. And parent these. Now what this does, I'm going to name this one I move. And this is just iBox. So what this is just basically a visual for us. And we can actually go in again and make it very narrow. There. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to here. I'm going to select our baby. I'm going to select blink and add driver. And we're going to have an object. Our object will be I move. Now I'm going to set it to local space. Hopefully this works. So if we move this, he blink. Now as I said, the box is just a visual. There is a way to bind it into the box. We can try that real quick, but it's probably going to end in disaster. Okay, go to modifiers, object constraint properties, limit location, local space, minimum is 0 and maximum is 1. We'll see how that works. Yeah. But we can actually put it to 0.9, I think. That way it's, or we can put it to 1. Yeah, there we go. It's limited like this. But you can still move it up and down. Yeah, I think we can do... No. I don't know if there's a way to lock just that, but okay. Yeah. And there we go. What I can do is I can just extend this a little bit. And that way, there's our face rig. So what I'm going to actually do is duplicate this. Duplicate these. Go into this editing mode because I want the origin to stay the same, and it's just easier to do it this way. Move it down. Okay, that was weird. Just undo that. Okay, do this. Click it. Shift D. And I guess I'll just do this, and then I'll just do set origin to 3D cursor. Same thing. Okay. Let's go on this Mao move. And Mao box. What we're going to do is the same thing. Is we're going to do this. Add a driver. Choose Mao move. And do local space. Make sure this has the constraints limit location. Meow, meow, meow. And there we go. Now what you're going to want to do is grab these, grab master, and parent, because what we want is to make sure is that when we move the master, we have the face rig moves with us. Amazing. We can turn off snapping now. We should be good. G? Oh, G. And there we go. We have a face rig. So now you can do whatever you want with your gatito. Okay. Let's do this. Let's rig this cat. It's a funky rig. But for... I wish I could have the origin here, but then it would, anytime I hit reset, it would move them up here and it'd just be weird. So we're just gonna have to do it this way, for the way this rig is designed. Okay, here. That's kind of like a... And what you can do is you can toggle these controls. Where is it? I can't see. My recorder's blocking it. But you can toggle on and off selectability. And so you can disable selecting these, so you can only select this. And there we go. We have finished it. We have rigged a simple face rig. And you can just use this copy and paste for any other shape key you want to add. So if you want to do left and right, you can do that. You could make it to like one giant long thing, so it's like right, left, all sorts of things. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.